the Jimmy Jam Show. Mandela effect, I think I seen a UFO. It's the Jimmy Jam Show. It's the Jimmy Jam Show. It's the Jimmy Jam Show. Conspiracy, it's the Jimmy Jam Show. It's the Jimmy Jam Show. It's the Jimmy Jam Show. What? I think I seen a UFO.
What's going on, guys? I'm back. I just had to change some things in the settings to get the latency back right, so you guys wasn't buffing constantly, so y'all could watch this and not have to like a skipping record. I just actually watched The Walking Dead, live streamed it, right? Because for some reason my cable box wouldn't work, DirecTV. So I ended up streaming it, and it just buffed the whole time. Like, I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to get back into the room. So make sure you say hey, so I know I don't have to switch this chat room on my screen. What? I don't always do crack, but when I do, it's butt crack. Okay, so we're gonna take a journey, guys, down the rabbit hole. It's been a while since we went down the rabbit hole. Some of y'all, it might have been a while since y'all been in any hole. But anyway, we're gonna take a trip down the rabbit hole. YOLO. Okay, alright, I see y'all finding y'all's way back, or maybe y'all never left, I don't know. Is everybody Turnbuckle? Hey Turnbuckle, check it out. I got your email about the mic, and I could not, for the life of me, get that mic to sound good. Okay? If you noticed, I am back to the snowball. Okay? The snowball just been holding me down since day one. And I got a lot of love, because me and this Mike got a lot of history. We done spent a lot of time together. So I just figured out a way to mount it to my stand, and it actually sounds so much better than that other mic sounded. And the other mic's a brand new condenser mic. And yet, Turnbuckle, you can have it. You know, it's no big deal to me. I don't know what I did with it now. It's somewhere around here. I know I took it apart and because I needed some pieces off of it to make this one actually work. Because some of the brackets that were on that mic, I needed to put into this mic to make work. That's what I just said. Y'all must have some different. It's the latency. Okay, let's go into the rabbit hole for a minute.
Greetings YouTube, and welcome to The Rabbit Hole. Today we are digging into Stanley Kubrick's final film, Eyes Wide Shut. The film is steeped in Illuminati symbolism, and the rabbit hole gets deeper and deeper with each viewing.
Uh-oh. He's about to tell my people. You know, like, we can't rat out the Illuminati. Rabbit guy. You notice he switched all his canned goods? Remember when we first started watching Down the Rabbit Hole? He had canned goods. Remember he had like carrots and shit on the rack. Now he got like gun racks. He's a little more scarier now with the guns and the ammo boxes. I think he's kind of like a scary rabbit now. He was like a cool rabbit that probably would have cooked you dinner before, but now he's like a scary rabbit.
This video will contain spoilers and graphic content, so consider yourself warned. Follow me down. Here are 5 Illuminati symbols found in Eyes Wide Shut. Number 5. The Mirror. To begin, let's look at the movie's poster. We see Cruise and Kidman kissing, their faces framed within a mirror. To the Illuminati, the mirror, often shown as a fractured mirror, represents the multiple personalities that are formed in mind control victims. If you are not familiar with MK Ultra and trauma-based...
I think I'm being controlled by mind control. Yeah, I think that's what it is. There's like this beam hitting me from 5G that's like, get on YouTube.
Mind control, be sure to watch this video, which will give you background on the CIA program.
Hey Morris, hey guys!
MK Ultra victims develop alternate personalities, commonly referred to as alters, as a way to cope with their trauma-based programming.
Leave me alone!
These personalities can then be controlled by a victim's handler, turning the victim into a slave.
I don't even want to talk about microwaves, because my microwave is messed up for some reason. The only way it will work is you have to unplug it, plug it back in, and put it on 5 minutes. The only setting, the only thing on the microwave that works, right? You gotta unplug it every time you use it now. So like if you can't stop it and start it back. Like say you want to cook something for 2 minutes, but you cook it for 2 minutes and it ain't warm enough, you gotta unplug it, plug it back in, and start it for 5 minutes. Drives me crazy. I need a new microwave.
Therefore, by framing Kidman and Cruz in a mirror on the movie's poster, Kubrick is telling us that Eyes Wide Shut is in part about government secrets,
Michael, what's going on?
mind control, and trauma, often sexual trauma, used to break individuals. However, the use of mirrors in this film goes even deeper. Follow me down. The mirror is a magical tool for the Illuminati, who see it as a portal to connect.
Buy a new one? What, I look like I won the lottery? I ain't rich. I can unplug that thing all day. It just aggravates me. That's how cheap I am. I need other stuff. Microwave's on the list, but it's a little further down the list. I don't cook anyway.
Connect with other spiritual, often demonic realms. Black magic teaches that an individual may summon
Angela.
a demon by using a mirror. He or she can then exchange possession of his or her soul for earthly riches or power.
What's going on, Over? Good to see all y'all guys, man. Hold on, somebody's calling my phone.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
You know, with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And on this earth, and then in the world we can't see.
Just like MK Ultra victims become possessed by their handlers in exchange for a seemingly glamorous celebrity status, the elite are possessed by entities from other realms who keep them in power.
Okay, guys. I know the number's up right now for the call-in, but I actually ain't taking call-ins right this second. Okay? So if you're calling, somebody's calling from California. It's probably Johnny Depp, because I did leave a message for Johnny Depp. Or it could be Tommy Lee. I left a couple messages for Tommy Lee, too. So it could be either Johnny Depp, it could be Tommy Lee, or it could just be a viewer calling from California. But I might take some calls in a few. So just give me a few minutes. I don't really have the call system set up right this second, because I was doing the mic thing, and I guess I probably should have hooked the call thing up too, but I didn't. So I would have to do that, because if you're calling it something crazy and I don't want to miss it, you know what I'm saying? So just wait till that stuff is hooked up and in go mode. I was still trying to set everything up and get everything right, so I'm still kind of testing everything, the sound of everything. Well, I kind of know how the snowball mic's going to sound because I've been using it for so long. I know about distance and how close you need to be to it and stuff like that. So I'm pretty good with this mic. The other mic, not so much. It was cracking, and it was picking up like dead air and stuff, and I was just like, man, I can't deal with that. So I'm going to have to get if I decide to switch from this mic again, I'm going to make sure I don't buy something offline without testing it first, you know. So I guess that's the kind of situation I ran into.
Simple use of a mirror on the movie's poster tells us that this film...
Tina, no, I have not been on the Facebook or anything, because yesterday I went out for St. Paddy's Day. I didn't even get home. I Ubered home. I think it was 8 o'clock in the morning or something like that. I've only had like 3 hours of sleep, and I drank a bunch of shots. I went to PBR, which is in downtown Norfolk's Waterside area, and it was wall to wall people just everywhere. People dressed up like leprechauns, all kind of crazy stuff. And I drank way too much. But like I told you guys in my video, if y'all watch my video on JM's TV about don't drink and drive, I didn't get behind a vehicle, the wheel of a vehicle that whole day, Everywhere I went by Uber or Lyft. No, it was all Uber. So I took about 6-7 rides, and all of them were Uber. But I guarantee you, last night, between today and last night, I probably spent $100 collectively with me and the group that I was with. Over 100 in Uber rides. But everybody's alive, everybody's safe, and everybody made it home.
It's not only about earthly enslavement, but also spiritual possession. Number 4, the all-seeing eye. There are many references to the all-seeing eye, or the Eye of Horus, in this film. If we look at the back of the dollar bill, we see the eye above the pyramid, illuminated.
And I don't get the... Hold on, I hate this to keep stopping the damn video. I don't get why y'all changed y'all's names to the same thing. That's kind of confusing.
Money plays a huge role in Eyes Wide Shut. Bill Hartford, as in Dollar Bill Hartford, lives in a world controlled by social status, where money can be used to buy or cover up everything. Drug overdoses, rape, even child sex slavery.
We were invited here.
I have been saving my money for my Cali trip too. Look, I got a piggy bank, man. I don't play. Hold on. It's a little heavy. This is my piggy bank. She's full. This is my Cali trip piggy bank. I've been saving for it. Damn, that bitch weighs like 100 pounds. You gotta have a piggy bank, man.
Yeah, why the young lady?
Young lady, it is my daughter. And couldn't you see she is a child?
The illuminated eye on the dollar bill represents the potential each human has, a sort of nirvana state, a place of transcendence and unity.
Why don't you upload the video to YouTube, Tina, and we will all watch your video. How about that? I'll make you famous.
However, we have been dumbed down.
And Dr. Evans puts the medicine under Jimmy's skin.
Information has been hidden.
Why he gotta mess with Jimmy? Huh? Why you gotta put a medication under Jimmy's skin?
From us, and we have become complacent as workhorses, slaves, cogs in a society created by a shadow government. Once again, let's look at the movie's poster. Nicole Kidman is revealing one open eye to us. This single image tells us that she is the one.
You don't know how to upload a video to YouTube, Tina? There's this little button, it's an arrow, and it points up. You click on it, and it'll say add video. And then you go into your browser and you pick wherever you got it saved at, or on your phone, and you hit upload, and you name it something like My Silly Video, and then you tag it. Which, guys, I need better tags for my Mandela Effect videos. I be going back and looking at some of my tags, and I'm like, oh man, I probably should have tagged that better. It probably got more views. So, and I've been reading up on YouTube's like algorithm, how all the tagging and stuff works. I'm not probably the best person at tagging videos. So if any of you guys got good tags, especially for like the Mandela Effect, like should be included. I think you get like 23 of them. Hey, shoot me a list of some good ones, you know, because that's how I guess people find the videos, you know. Maybe I should be adding some, I don't know, maybe there's more stuff I could add in there.
Who is enlightened or is aware of what is going on behind the curtain, most likely from personal experience. Victims of MKUltra trauma-based mind control often develop other characteristics in addition to multiple personalities, such as ESP, or dare I go so far as to call it shining.
My grandmother and I could hold conversations entirely without ever opening our mouths. She called it shining.
Oh, I do that all the time. I shine all the time. Far as y'all's names, just do something where you can have the same name. Just do something with a number or something that separates the two of you apart so I know who's who when I talk to you. I don't want to have to be asking you every time I talk to you who you are. That's kind of weird.
Kidman seems to have an all-seeing ability throughout the film. When Cruz can't find his wallet, for example, Kidman knows exactly where it is without having to look.
Honey, you see my wallet?
Isn't it on the bedside table?
In another instance, she interrupts her husband just as he is about to sleep with a prostitute, as if she has remote view.
When you shave your head, you shine. Turtle wax it up. Okay, I am still being blown up from California. Which one of you guys in here are calling me from California?
Viewing capabilities.
Hello?
Hi.
Alice may have been an MK Ultra victim herself, sexually tortured, her memory impaired.
Which one of you guys live in Palmdale, California? That keeps blowing my phone up. I gotta hook the speakers, all that stuff up to take calls, and man, there's stuff tangled up. I had to untwist wires, and they just hook it up like boom, boom, I'm done. Take your call. But that's my bad, guys. I didn't have it hooked up. I should have had it hooked up. I'm gonna find a way to mount it so it actually picks it up. I'm also going to do this direct in cord stuff, so when you call, I don't even have to have it. It'll go straight into my computer, straight out through my feed. You'll be able to hear the calls. So, as long as nobody says nothing crazy, but I'm going to get like a beep button. So if you go to say something crazy, I can beep you out. I try to keep the profanity down as much as I can. Sometimes I'll slip up and throw a few out there, you know, if you get me hyped up or something I'm really into.
I was fucking other men. So many.
Alice's face in this image looks horrified, as if she has seen too much. Her remote viewing capabilities are also a reference to Scientology and its work in parapsychology, which has always been of great interest to the CIA for military intelligence. Eyes Wide Shut is heavily entangled with Scientology.
I just want y'all guys to know, sometimes when I go over here and y'all can't really see me good, it's because I'm reading your chat. I have the chat pulled up on a separate screen because I'm halfway blind. I'm sure I've told y'all guys that 100 times. So I can see it.
Both of the movie's stars were Scientologists themselves. Their Scientologist wedding was officiated by Cruz's auditor, Ray Mitoff. Cruz's best man was David Miscavige, the leader of Scientology. Eternally devout church members who comprised the Sea Org Order supplied free labor to prepare for the ceremony.
Oh yeah, kind of off topic. Did y'all see on the news where that bridge collapsed? Right? Okay, but this runs into that synchronicity thing that I was talking about. Okay, remember, if y'all watched my video the other day, the one with the loud ass music and the crappy mic, I started talking about, you know, the men in black tried to kill me. I had the Black Plague. They slipped me some mercury like the KGB agent like a while way back that, you know, they lost his hair. I was talking about that. I was kind of like a reference to that. And so that same day I make that video, I go out to Panda Express to get some Chinese food. And just, I don't even watch TV, but I look over at the TV, and on the news is that they're talking about that the Russia really poisoned them and stuff like that. And that's really old news, but it was on the news. I guess something recent happened with it. And I didn't know that. I just was saying it, you know, trying to be funny in my video. So it was like that weird synchronicity thing, you know, like I was just talking about it, boom, there it is. And in the video I was talking about that type of thing, and then that type of thing happened. That's even weirder.
Kidman came to think of Scientology as a restrictive cult, and by 1997, publicly stated,
yeah, the bridge thing, but that's what made me look at the news, right? Because I was in Panda Express, they said something about the bridge collapsing, so I looked over at the news, and I was like, okay, a bridge collapse, that ain't good, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm going to be scared every time I ride across a bridge. So, the chemtrails are going to kill me, the bridges are going to kill me, everything's going to kill me, I'm just dying. But yeah, so I started looking at news, and right after that, they were on to the KGB agent being poisoned and stuff, and I was like, that's just too coincidental. I was like, what's the odds of that? They could have been talking about a million things on the news. Why would there, just some reason they were talking about the same thing I was talking about? That was just random. It's hell, too.
I wouldn't classify myself as a Scientologist, but my husband is. Michael Dovin, Tom Cruise's Scientologist handler, was always with the actor and is credited as production associate on Eyes Wide Shut. Dovin is famous in the world of Scientology as being the first person to complete a test on the golden age of knowledge for all eternity. The test involves watching 1,500 hours of videos and reading thousands of works by Scientology founder L. Ron Hubbard. Dovin was once called a robot of Scientology. To this day, Cruise is still a high-ranking member of the church. Interestingly, Kubrick's own daughter, Vivian Kubrick.
Oh yeah, here's the $1 million question, guys. Is the feed still, you know, are y'all having better with the feed? No buffing and stuff like that? Is it running better for everybody? Because I could set the latency even higher where it takes me longer to get y'all's questions, and y'all wouldn't probably have no buffing. But I got it in the middle now, so I'm hoping it's running good for you guys. What, your video? Running better. Okay, cool. Long as everything's working, because it's up to you guys to let me know how everything's running out there, because, you know, I only see my end. I can't see what you guys are seeing, so. And I'm going to work on a new layout, too. Like, remember back in the day how I had the borders with the skulls and stuff like that? I'm going to do something else like that, I think. But a little bit cooler. Coming up. So it just ain't, you know, a bunch of stuff just thrown on the page. And, of course, I'm going to have my interview, like, kind of like when I did the Timbo King one, where it's one person here, one person there, and a little bit of stuff in between it, you know, like some cool graphics or something. And, for, like, live guest page. And you guys have been sending me emails about the guests. I still haven't, I'm going to contact them probably tonight, later on, when I get off of the live feed and stuff like that. I'll shoot some people some emails and work out what's going to go on upcoming this week, right?
Became involved with Scientology in 1999. Vivian was supposed to score Eyes Wide Shut, but at the last minute refused as she distanced herself.
Alright, do we have any Scientologists in the room here today? Do any of y'all worship Eon Hubbard?
From her non-Scientologist family. Stanley Kubrick used Mozart's Requiem in the film.
Hello, Karen. How's it going? Welcome to the room. We're watching Down the Rabbit Hole. In the Rabbit Hole? Is that what it is? One of those holes.
Many have speculated that this was Kubrick's way of remembering his lost daughter. Otherwise estranged from her family, Vivian Kubrick did appear at her father's funeral, accompanied by a Scientologist handler. At the funeral, she supposedly complained of suffering from back pain that was caused 10,000 years ago. When her sister died of cancer in 2009, Vivian Kubrick did not attend the funeral, despite the two being inseparable while growing up. These connections speak volumes to the theory that Eyes Wide Shut is about
Search that. A bunch of numbers. Is that the video title? Billy Goat? I just don't even like saying that. Billy Goat. That's just weird. If y'all want scream names, y'all want me to give them to you? I'll call you like Cobra and like Nightwolf and like Shadow Stalker and like cool, like something dope, like Wig Splitter, something, you know, Curb Check, anything, man. Billy Goat just sounds too, I don't know. But you got Billy Goats, right? So if you got Billy Goats, then you can use the name Billy Goat.
Secret Society's ability to mind control and indoctrinate. And what better a symbol to exemplify this theme than the Illuminati also?
Boom, boom, up the rabbit hole. I'm sure if you can go down the rabbit hole, you can definitely go up the rabbit hole.
Seeing eye. Number 3. Stars and pentagrams. At Ziegler's Christmas party, we see prominently placed 8-pointed stars. These stars symbolize the Star of Venus, also known as the Star of Ishtar, named...
How is Curb Check racist? That is not racist. We were talking about this earlier. It is totally not racist. And guys, you know I'm not racist. Check this out. I got a random black dude sleeping on my couch. What? Look. Now, how many people we know have a random black dude sleeping on their couch? I found him asleep in my yard. I just brought him in.
After the Babylonian goddess Ishtar. She is the goddess of love, beauty, sex, desire, fertility, war, combat, and political power. Thus, it seems appropriate that Ziegler and his sexually exploitative elitist friends would worship this goddess behind closed doors.
I think that's my glass.
Oh, I'm absolutely certain of it.
One secret society that historically...
American History X. Nah, that's my homeboy Reggie sleeping. You know the crazy? Let's talk about synchronicity that you say that. Me and Reggie tonight, don't make me wake him up. We were talking about the movie American History X. Right? Maybe that's why even when I said, you know, Curb Check, because me and Reggie were talking about it. And I was telling Reggie that I was at the theater to watch American History X when it came out. And that there was 2 black couples that were sitting in front of me. And when the guy got curb checked in the movie, they got up and left. And I was telling Reggie, I was like, well, if they would have stayed for the rest of the movie, they would have seen that wasn't the message of the movie. You know, it was a whole nother message to the movie that they missed. That was a really good message. And we was talking about it earlier. Goes back to the synchronicity. See, you brought it up. It's weird things going on. Next video, guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be on that. And so y'all find me some cool stuff about it that's just mind-blowing, and I'm going to include it in the video. But that's what I'm going to be talking about here for a little bit, because it's just tripping me out, you know. Just everything is like somehow tied together or woven together. Like I don't know. It's like that string theory thing, and I don't know. It's crazy. Let's go back up the rabbit hole.
Worshipped Venus was the Hellfire Club. Members held dubious rituals at different locations.
Man, you gotta stop telling about the clubs I'm in. I'm in all kind of clubs. The Scooter Club.
Including the basement of a church. While the specific...
I tell you what I do hate though, dude. Look, this is what I hate. Because I drive, you know, a little, you know, big Jeep, right? And everybody in Jeeps wave at you. So it's like the thing, you got to wave back. And I didn't realize how many damn Jeeps are on the road, so I'm riding around all day like this. Waving at people. Because I feel bad if you wave at me and I don't wave back. I wish they would have told me that when I bought a Jeep, that I was going to have to wave every 5 minutes that I'm driving. And I think it's kind of dangerous. You know, you're driving, you're taking your hand off the wheel, you're looking and waving at people. I mean, it's just, it's like you're in some club that you didn't join, you know? I was like, I don't even think I got a membership to this.
activities that occurred at the meetings are not verified, it is known that they gambled, drank, womanized, and made a mockery of religion. Today, many have popularized the belief that the meetings were satanic in nature and included orgies. Regardless of the accuracy of the degree of hedonism, the Hellfire Club is a perfect secret society to reference in Eyes Wide Shut because it embodies the idea that behind the facade or under the church lies a dark reality of debauchery. Ziegler's holiday party is also a deception.
Alice, look at you. God, you're absolutely stunning. Oh. And I don't say that to all the women, do I?
Yes.
Oh, I said I don't have a Harley, so I don't know. I was just kidding about the scooter club too. So I don't know if you got a wave on a Harley, but that sounds even dangerouser. Hey. So I don't know. I just didn't join that club. I didn't know I had to wave at everybody every stoplight everywhere I go. And I didn't realize there were so many Jeeps on the road. And what gets me now is, right, I get it. It's a Jeep thing, right? To me, it's like, you know, you got the Rubicon, the Wrangler, like a Jeep. But then you got them like Jeep Cherokees, and you got like Jeep Liberties. They ain't like really Jeeps. And they be waving at you. Now, I don't be waving back at them all the time because I don't really consider what they drive a Jeep. Like, it's the brand is Jeep, but it ain't like a Jeep, you know? And I don't be waving. And they probably don't like me. I feel rude, but that's what they get for not getting a real Jeep.
He does. Oh, he does.
Behind a happy holiday facade.
Yes, I 100% believe in God. Totally. Yeah. That's an easy one for me. I ain't even really got to think about that one. Yeah, there's a God. There's a creator. Now, I don't know if the story of the Bible's true. I ain't going to argue the Bible with people because I don't know. But I definitely 100% believe there's a creator. And I ain't just from two atoms crashing into Big Bang Theory shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all hocus pocus. But you can believe anything people tell you, you know, if you want to. I just choose not to believe that shit.
The party is riddled with drugs, prostitution, and infidelity.
I know I don't have to mention this, but this is just between us.
The entire party itself is a disguise for the sex magic ritual, which is to come later at the Somerton Mansion. The eight-pointed star is also a symbol common in chaos magic, reinforcing that behind the facade of Ziegler's Christmas party lies a deeper magical element. If we look closely at the flower decorations on the wall, we can see that they are made up of small pentagrams. The pentagram...
I don't notice little details like that. I would have never noticed that in a movie. I've been like, oh, look, it looks like star flowers to me. I don't know.
...is associated with Satanism. Using this symbol to create Christmas decorations is again a subversion of religion, specifically Christianity, and thus indicative of a black mass. The theme of the black mass is first...
Now, I couldn't tell you what God is. You know what I'm saying? I would assume like some type of energy. It's what something greater than me. Yeah. Oh, I know that. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how I came here, or like I tell people, maybe aliens seeded the planet. But it still don't, you know, even if aliens brought us here, who created aliens and the whole God thing? So that's why I always believe in a creator, because you can't get something from nothing. Like, there was nothing, and then there's something. That's impossible, right? So there has to be something greater than what I can comprehend, because it's completely impossible to take. I could never sit here and take nothing in my hands, nothing, and create something. I just couldn't do it. That's godly.
Further pronounced when a backwards liturgy of Orthodox Christianity is played during the Somerton Mansion.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. He kind of had the Donnie Darko thing going on. But I ain't gonna talk bad about the rabbit dude, because you can see he's pretty heavily armed. And I'm probably not the best shot in the world, but you get through my door, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna get you, right? But I'm gonna unload the clip I might hit you once.
An orgy. The final scene in the film takes place at a toy store. A toy store is a place meant for children, meant for innocence, learning, and fun. But once again, this scene has a dark underbelly.
They say Jesus is coming back April 1st? Are they selling tickets to that? I'd be like, I bet you that bitch be sold out. If you, like, if Jesus showed up at, like, I don't know, what's the big, like, Cowboy Stadium or something? It would sell out. The MGM Grand, Jesus. It'd be like, you know, you can go for the whole weekend. You can buy tickets. They're like $1 million.
Peppered with pentagrams, Kubrick insinuates that the toy industry is nothing more than a mind control program. One game, called The Magic Circle, reinforces how black magic is introduced to the young. Magic supersaturates.
I always see cars that say that had them bumper stickers on them back in the day. In case of rapture, this car will be like unattended or something like that. And I was just thinking, man, there's gonna be a lot of free cars around for me. Hopefully, somebody leave a Lamborghini or something cool while I'm burning. At least I'll have a nice whip.
Popular children's TV shows and movies. Just think about how many Disney films normalize magic.
The Disney magic.
The end of this scene is particularly disturbing. We see Helena go off with a group of men. They look eerily similar to the group of men in the beginning of the film at Ziegler's party.
I mean, damn, how many extras did you want them to pay for? You gotta throw extras in a couple scenes.
Alice seems to let this happen because she herself was groomed within this cycle. Her eyes are wide open. Bill doesn't even notice his daughter leaving with the men because once again his eyes are wide shut. Helena will be indoctrinated, brainwashed, and tortured into an MK Ultra sex slave just like her mother. In exchange, she will become a member of this elite world. All of this in a toy store, one of the earliest places of indoctrination. Babylonian symbolism continues to pervade our culture today. Just to look at the Statue of Liberty.
You know what? I don't think I've ever even seen the movie. Now that I think about it, I'm sitting here thinking, have I seen this movie? I don't think I've seen the movie.
Which is based on the goddess Ishtar.
You believe that Jesus is coming back April 1st? That's like the date. Like, you said that you're convinced he's coming back April 1st. Like, that would be like something crazy, you know, if the skies opened up and somebody ascended down from heaven, and you would, if you was a non-believer, you would instantly be a believer, because how could you not believe your own eyes unless it was a hologram being shined from the Black Knight satellite just to get you. I ain't saying our government would do that, but you never know.
Number 2, the rainbow. Eyes Wide Shut references rainbows throughout the film. From the models at Ziegler's party telling crews they're going to take him over the rainbow.
Okay, let me read this comment. Revelation 12 happened September 23rd, 2017. Straight out of the Bible, word for word. Then when I started reading that's when I started reading the Bible. Okay. I read the Bible in jail. I thought that's the best place to read it. Nah, that's the only place I was bored enough to actually read it, because it kind of reads like stereo instructions in some parts, you know. And nah, it was a good book. I give it that. It was a decent book. I ain't read many books, so it was a decent book.
Exactly are we going?
Where the rainbow is.
To Milich's costume shop.
Look up silly me. Yeah, I'd like to know what happened September 23rd too. My birthday is August 23rd. See them numbers, number game right there. The 2, 3. Let's see. Look up silly little me. Look up silly me. Just silly me. You know how many videos are going to pop up under that title, Tina? It'll be a million of them. Did you upload something to your page? I could just go to your page. Yep. Alright, I will search silly me. Hold on. Copy. Alright, hold on. I was a little unprepared tonight, guys. I didn't have my keyboard. I gotta get batteries for my wireless one. I keep forgetting stuff. My short term ain't what it used to be. And that's bad. That's bad to say, right? I keep forgetting stuff, and then I make Mandela effect videos. That just don't go together. No, I only forget stuff for a minute, and then I remember it. So I want my short term, not my long term. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's a million silly me's videos come up. So I knew that was going to happen before I even searched it. It was just so common of a name, Tina. So I need something else. I could do it like this. The only problem with that is if I do that. Hold on, I could do it right here. Okay, here we go. 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Come on, baby girl.
Come on, baby girl.
1, 2, 3. Get your honey up. What are you doing?
Is that you hanging from the tree?
Come on. I'm over the crayon.
Alright, hold on. Let me read a couple things. Oh yeah, don't forget if you're new to the channel, Kung Fu Chop that subscribe button. Give this video a like. I want to see some likes on it, guys. Hook me up. Hook me up now. Yes, that's Tina swinging from the tree. Tina, why are you swinging from trees? You didn't evolve from a monkey. You like Tarzan. What's up, Raider? My main man. I got a main rat and I got a main man. Okay, well, it won't happen again. Hold on, I was just reading some comments, guys. I didn't go brain dead. I'm still here. Okay, I was just reading what Amanda had posted about September 23rd. that looks fucking fun. See? I dropped the F-bomb. See, I could do that. I thought you was just swinging on a tree. I didn't know you was on a zip line. Oh, that's super cool. I've been wanting to go zip lining. I'm going to have to go do that. They got a place out here that's supposed to be really cool, zip line place. I think it's called Going 8. So, Going 8, if you're watching my video, y'all should let me come for free, since I just plugged you. So, that's the place in my area that does the zip lining.
Do you come back? I come back. Can you come back? You can't come back up. You can't come back up. You gotta walk.
Y'all are so country. I thought I was country. Good Lord. You can't come back up. You gotta walk. Oh, Lord. I gotta watch that again. That was too good. This one gets to replay.
1, 2, 3.
Why did you, like, I didn't get, why are you on the ground? Why are you on the ground if you're supposed to be ziplining? That's kind of weird. I got a video of me indoor skydiving, which was kind of cool. If you guys have never been indoor skydiving, they got a place here in Virginia Beach. It's called iFly. Y'all should let me in for free. See, I'm plugging all these businesses, right? iFly is an indoor skydiving. It's super cool, man. It's probably one of the funnest things I've ever done in my life. Okay, that's the plug. That's all they get. 10 seconds. Now let's watch country ass Tina.
Get your honey up. What are you doing? Come on. I'm over the ground.
Why didn't you just run and, like, when it got, you know?
I think I'm supposed to stand up.
Yeah, I think that's how you were supposed to do it.
Do you come back? I come back. Can you come back? You can't come back up. You can't come back up. You gotta walk.
You gotta walk.
You big dummy. You can't come back up. Now you stuck. You can't come back up, you fool. Now what you gonna do? You need your mama, right?
Oh, that was too good, Tina. That was too good. I'm glad I played that one. That was too good. What made you think you could go back up the hill?
Yo, what's up? It's a Sidemen video, and today...
What made you think you could go back up the hill? Plug Lazy Lark Jewelry. Okay. Boom Boom makes jewelry. On y'all can add her on Facebook, right? Boom Boom. It's Lazy Lark Jewelry. And it's pretty cool. I've seen it. Where did you do that at, Tina? I want to do that. That looked fun. Y'all look like y'all were having a blast. Mike Tyson never bit that dude's ear. You guys are tripping. Where did the Mike Tyson conversation come from? Oh, was you? I made that video. Mike Tyson never made a bit his ear. That video's almost at like 100,000 hits now too. So for everybody that watched that Mike Tyson video I did, thank you so much. That one got a lot of hits. That's made in your backyard? That's in your backyard? Yeah, I want to come play in y'all's yard. That shit looked fun. Alright, let me find us something else to watch, guys. Let's see. We done checked out, let's see, shows. Who we got up in here? I don't know if Laszlo got anything new out. I haven't seen nothing from Laszlo in a little bit. 2 weeks ago. Fun things to do in Toronto, Canada. Nah, I think I've seen that.
Yo, what's up?
Oh, shut up.
Come on, baby girl.
Come on, baby girl. That's just too good. That's the best thing I heard all night. I'm going to walk around saying that all night. Tomorrow. All day tomorrow. Come on, baby girl. Put that on a shirt. I'm just picking, Tina. Got the 4-wheeler to pull you back up the hill. Oh yeah, y'all doing it. Y'all doing it good old style then. That just sounds too cool. My mama more country than me. Was that your mama? Is that your mama screaming? Come on, baby girl. Makes sense now. Ma Duke's out there getting it in. Alright, what am I looking for? Let's see. Let's see what's on the home page. Hey, look, it's us. On Jams TV 2. Butterbean is an ugly dude. I cannot wait for this fight right here, guys. This JJ versus Thug Rose. Oh my God, I cannot wait for that fight. I watch a lot of MMA stuff. That's why I told you guys I probably should have had an MMA channel. I watch so much MMA stuff. I wonder why they ain't giving me no. Usually it gives me a bunch of recommendations. Let's see. I forgot what I'm looking for. Oh, that's so CGI fake right there. Alright, let me read a few of y'all guys' comment. Alright. Just Google search Revelation 12. Signs that will pop up right now. No joke. When I saw this, I grabbed the Bible and it brought 2 more. Alright, let's see. He looks like Hungry Hippo from the Mike Tyson's Punch-Out game. Bada bean. Boom, boom. Oh, Jams TV2. Here's a personal ME for you. I was born with my appendix on the wrong side of my and my heart be going the wrong way. Huh. My daughter, she was born with her intestines in the wrong place, not strapped to her abdominal, and her appendix was in the wrong place. She just had them removed like 3 months ago. By the way, guys, never wear white when you're going to play in the woods. Especially in the South. And don't be carrying no torches while you're down there, Tina. That's probably why you shouldn't wear white in the woods in the South. I think that'd be the first rule. I was born with one kidney. Oh, Lord. That ain't good. If you ever need a kidney, I'll call somebody for you. Okay, hold on. Did I miss something? By the way, guys, why do you leave a live chat and number, Jimmy, if you never answer, huh? Oh, I answer. I answer all the time. I just don't have it hooked up right this second. You know, I came over here and I've been out partying, dude. It was St. Patrick's Day. I've been scrambling around. I was watching The Walking Dead. I was doing other things, so I didn't have time to really hook everything up. And because I was messing with the mic and I couldn't get that mic right, so I was like, all right, well, damn, we're going with this. We're going to run with this. And I didn't have time to hook everything up. I could take your call if you want to talk to me. Like, if you want to personally talk to me, you can, but nobody's going to hear you. I mean, if it's something like you want to share, like in the room, it would be a little hard to hear it. So I would just say, if you're a viewer that comes in a lot and you got something you want to talk about, just wait till everything's hooked up and, we'll stream it and everybody will hear it. So yeah, I definitely answer the phone. I mean, I'm not answering it because I'm live and I know it's a call for the show and I'm not hooked up for it. Everybody that's like my personal, like close friends are pretty much saved in my phone as their name. So it'll say their name when they call. As soon as something pops up with a different area code or something like that, or you call from my number, I know it's a prank call or it's something to do with the show, or a bill collector. I'm usually the only people that call from out-of-state area codes like that. So yeah, I mean, I'll definitely take your call if you want, talk on a personal level. But if you want to share something on the show, you just chill for a little bit and let me see something. Maybe I can get it hooked up for you. I wanted to try some new things with it, so maybe we'll do something like that if you want to call in. And I'm going to try to find this line in cord I got somewhere around here and see if I can go, wait a minute, I can't go direct line in. One, I got my headphones plugged into my line in. Let me see what I'm going to do. I would have to do it the way I always do it, and I would have to, you just got to give me a little bit on that one. Oh, that would suck, man. Kidney stones. I don't know if I've ever passed a kidney stone. I think I've closely passed some shit that was like, could have been kidney stones, I guess. I don't know. I drink a lot of tea, too. So, usually people that drink tea, kidney stones, that sugar, be calcifying and you'd be pissing rocks. Okay, that's the fakest damn UFO video I've ever seen in my whole entire life. So,
Filmed on March the 2nd, and submitted to the MUFON database, a resident of Dearborn Heights, Michigan was filming a full moon, when all of a sudden, a disc-shaped object flew in front of it. The object appears as a shadow, starting from the top left of the moon, making its way across to the right. The witness didn't say much in their statement.
yeah, I don't do the whole goat cheese thing or goat milk. Ain't my thing. I'll stick to straight cow nipple.
The MUFON, and no one knows if this is a product of CGI. But if authentic, the footage is by far the best example of this type of UFO sighting. You can clearly see that the object is a disc shape, and you can tell it's near the moon, due to how it seems to go around it. Disc-like objects have been seen several times traveling in front of the moon in the past. But saying this was...
Alright, how many of you guys believe there's moons, bases on the moon? Alright, y'all give me y'all's moon theories real fast. Are there bases on the moon? Have we ever been to the moon? Do aliens live on the dark side of the moon? Have you ever mooned a person?
An alien spacecraft is merely speculation at this time. But do you think that's what we are seeing here?
Boom Boom says there's dark side of the moon bases. Are they U.S. bases? Are they government bases? Are they human bases? Are they alien bases? What type of aliens are they? What's going on, Stone? We seen Tina's an outlaw. Her zip lining skills were on point. I think I was like, why is she laying on the ground? What is she? I didn't know what she was doing at first. I thought she was like trying to on a rope swing, and I was like, she just dropped to the ground. I was like, why is she rolling around on the ground? And then she said, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, man. I am going to do some zip lining. I ain't gonna do nothing too crazy. I want to do some like whitewater rafting. If any viewers out there live near somewhere we can whitewater raft, I will come to your town and you can take me whitewater rafting. As long as it ain't nothing crazy, like small drops maybe, but not like, no big crazy waterfalls or nothing, because I ain't never done it and I don't want to drown. So, but something small and cool, I'd do for sure. Or if you got a wakeboarding boat, I like to wakeboard too. So it's like one of my favorite things, man. I love it. So if you got a wakeboarding boat and you live on the water, I'm traveling across the country, I'll stop in, take me out on your boat.
Submitted to the MUFON database, a woman in Little Elm Lake, Texas filmed this video on March the 8th. In the first half of the video, you can see a strip.
I've never been skiing. I've been snowboarding. And last time I went snowboarding, to be honest, I got hurt so bad. I tore my rotor cuff in my arm. it was like my shoulder wouldn't sit in the socket. It just come falling out of socket. It was weird. And I was hurt for like 6 months. It took forever for my shoulder to heal. And then it finally heals. I go to Wisconsin, get in a big fight, and this dude kicks me in the arm and hurt my arm again. So my arm was hurt for literally like a whole year. I was like this without the gay hand, but you know, I was just chicken winged. It sucked.
Strange triangular-shaped object hovering behind trees. But in the second half, you get a really nice close-up of the craft. Take a look.
Hey guys, so I'm in Little...
You canoed the Mississippi River. I don't really want to canoe. I do go kayaking every now and then. I got a pretty nice kayak, and there's a lot of water around me here. So I'll take the kayak out sometimes. But not lately. I haven't. I've been getting lazy.
Elm Lake.
What's up, Peter?
Here, recording beer lights. Let me show you some landscape here. So I'm here near a house. And this
That's what's up, Boom Boom. I'll check it out.
On the top. Try to zoom in.
Just reading a few of you guys' comments. Let's see. Water skiing. Oh, Tina, you water ski? Okay, see, I've never water skied either. I've never been skiing. And I've never been, like, you know, water skiing or skiing. I've been snowboarding. And I've been wakeboarding. But that 2 feet thing, I don't know about. I just need 1 board. Not 2. And I don't need the sticks. Tina, I have to say, for your first video, that is one of the best first videos I ever seen. I laughed. It was a real laugh. I couldn't even help it. It was funny to me. If that was your mom, I love her to death. Her voice, I'm going to be like, go ahead, baby girl. It's just, it was too good. It was just, it was so good.
Wow, never seen anything like that before.
I already have a stick.
What the is that?
She don't sound like a hillbilly. She sounds country as hell. She sounds like people I grew up around. You know, because I'm from Georgia. I'm used to that type of stuff. But, yeah, I've lived in Virginia so long now that I forget. And I know I sound super country. Everybody tells me all the time, man, you sound like you just, you know, country hillbilly ass, right? But to me, I don't know. It's still funny to me, you know. Like, I go down south now, and I'm so used to hearing people from the north talk that southern people sound a little stranger to me now. That I'm just, even though I sound southern, I'm just not used to hearing a lot of southern people lately. I'm gonna go start hunting down UFOs. It's gonna be my new thing. I'm gonna be a UFO chaser. How are skeptics reacting? Let's see. You know that's fake. That gotta be. That's 100% fake. Alright, I gotta find something cool, man. These videos are kind of boring me tonight.
Did you know that the universe might actually be a hologram or a supercomputer? Here are 9 theories that will blow your mind. Number 9. The universe is a giant supercomputer. It is one thing to assume that everything surrounding us is...
What kind of squash do I have down by me? What'd you say? Boom boom, I just read what you wrote. You crazy. Yeah, they can do all that probing on you. The aliens stay away from me. I would hang out with more aliens, but they're all into that probing, and I ain't about that. Us reptilians, we don't do the probing. That's the grays, right? Reptilians like me, shapeshifters, we don't do the probing. So you good with reptilians. Now them grays, they're a little weird now. They're a little funny. They might be a little bit on the gump side, you know. I don't know. I ain't saying it.
A computer simulation, but not the same to say that the universe itself represents a supercomputer. A theory like this exists.
What kind of Sasquatches do we have? We got them big hairy ones with aprons that cook in the woods and make Geico commercials.
And it holds that galaxies, stars, and black holes are parts of this supercomputer. This theory has been introduced and scrupulously analyzed by an Oxford professor of quantum informatics, Vlatko Vedral. He believes that the main building blocks from which everything is built are not particles of matter, but bits, the same building blocks of information.
Okay, well, what about this? What if you hit Amanda up to let her know that you're still alive, but really that dimension ended and you're in a new dimension? You're in a parallel universe to where you were, and your timelines are merged somewhere else, and you did meet Jesus on that date in this dimension, but you might be shifting to another dimension where Jesus don't show up on April 1st. He shows up on April 3rd. He's late. He's like me. I ain't never on time. Like, damn, where's Jesus at? He was supposed to be here. Oh, he's coming, man. You know, he probably got caught up by the paparazzi. You know, he got to do a couple miracles. You know, he got to walk on a little bit of water, get his feet wet. You know, there's a lot of things Jesus got to do before he can just show up and start, you know, being, you know, what he got to do. You know, he got things to do. I'm sure Jesus would be a busy guy. He'd be like, hold on, let me check my schedule. Nah, I'm busy. Be like, hey, Jesus, you want to go to the club? Nah, man, I got to go save a couple people. Turn some water to wine. You know, you got to do stuff like that.
And used by conventional computers. Each bit can be a combination of 2 values, 1 or 0 meaning yes or no. The scientist is convinced that even subatomic particles are made up of trillions of these values, and the interaction within matter happens when bits transmit logical combinations between each other. Are you following me? A similar view is supported by Seth Lloyd, a Massachusetts Institute of Technology professor who had invented the world's first quantum computer.
Yeah, a dimension where your life don't suck. I'm sure in some parallel universe, if your life sucks, somewhere your life is good. And as soon as I get enough money, guys, I'm going to start raising some money to buy me a D-Wave computer. so I can talk to the other Jimmy Jams in the other dimension that's probably ain't as broke as me, and he probably already got some D-Wave computer, right? And I'll be able to communicate with myself in another dimension, and it'd be super cool. It'd be super cool to be able to talk to the other me.
Which relies on atoms and electrons instead of microchips. According to Lloyd, the universe constantly adjusts the dynamics of its own restructuring. I'm not even that sure of what I just said. Number 8. Bullet time theory. Many of us can recall scenes from movies.
Oh, well, damn, look. I guess I'm saving some money then. I ain't even got to give the Xbox away. If we get raptured, nobody gets the Xbox, right? Because that's the last week of April. So, I don't know. If we're not in a pit fire fury and somebody's getting it, it might be Jesus. Jesus might be coming for that Xbox himself. I might get struck down for saying stuff like that. I don't know. But I don't know. We'll know when it happens, right? If something like that happens, we'll know. It ain't nothing we can do about it at this point. If it's coming, it's coming. If it ain't, it ain't. Just keep it moving, and it is what it is.
When a bullet or a falling glass in motion suddenly stops and we are able to see the object from every angle. Something similar may just as well be occurring to humankind. The Big Bang event occurred approximately 14 billion years ago, but the speed at which the universe is expanding.
All I know, if I ascend and I'm in a light body, I want my shit to be sexy. Can I get some abs? I'm just playing.
Expanding is still increasing, defying all laws of physics, even though the forces of gravity would probably slow down the process. Then why does the universe expand?
You know what? I hope so. You know, wouldn't it suck if you lived your life, you know, I'm not saying it's even sinful to drink and smoke and, you know, have a good time, and you get there and you can't do none of that stuff? That would kind of blow. You'd be like, damn. Because I would be like, want to go hang out with, like, you know, Dimebag Darrell and Biggie Smalls and smoke. That sounds like heaven to me. That sounds like a good night. You know what I'm saying? What'd you do in heaven tonight, Jimmy? I was hanging out with Biggie and Dimebag Darrell. We got a little, you know, sack it out loud.
Many scientists make a reference to anti-gravity, which actually pushes galaxies apart. Spanish scientists José Senovilla, Marc Mars, and Raúl Vera have developed an alternative theory which states that the rate at which the universe expands is not accelerating, but the time is gradually slowing.
I wonder what Michael Jackson looks like in his afterlife. I don't know. When he went to heaven, was he a black man? Or when he went to heaven, was he a white man? Now, I can tell you now, Michael Jackson went to heaven. I don't believe none of that child stuff. Mike didn't do that shit. And Mike, like, was the man. You know what I'm saying? So I would still want to know what he would look like myself. Like, if you walked up to Michael Jackson in heaven, would he be, like, the white Michael Jackson of, that we knew him at the end with the damn Mr. Potato Head nose? Or would he be like the black Michael Jackson that was kind of smooth back in the day? You know what I'm saying? That was always my favorite Michael Jackson anyway, when he had the curl and he was doing like Billie Jean and stuff like that. He was killing it. I don't know why, you know. Maybe he did have something, you know, skin disorder or whatever, and bleaching himself. I don't know. You know, whatever he wanted to do is, you know, his right, but I always liked that style of Michael Jackson the best, you know.
Slowing down. This theory can explain to us why galaxies move faster. The light has traveled for so long that we are not observing their present state, but something that has happened a long time in the past. If the Spanish scientists are correct in their findings, there may be time in the future when, for a hypothetical outside observer, our time continuum will have to come to a complete halt. Number 7. The ekpyrotic universe. The ekpyrotic scenario.
Yeah, I don't smoke, drink, or do any drugs myself. I stay clean. You know, I gotta keep the temple pure. That way, I get this this higher vibrational frequency. That's how I stay so enlightened. That's how I channel my inner Buddha. Hope y'all don't believe that shit.
Provides an alternative to the widely accepted
What's
Big
up,
Bang
Rybar?
theory. It suggests that, unlike the Big Bang that began from singularity, our universe is one of a pair of universes that collided. The effect of the collision.
It's good to see, though, guys. All of y'all found a new spot where we're doing the live stuff and coming over. That's super awesome, you guys. You know how much I like to thank you guys. Y'all are super cool. And we're going to grow the numbers. We're going to grow the numbers. And we should be back on Jams TV in, what, like 75 days? So, we'll go back to our home channel. Or we could stay here. It depends how it works out. I don't know.
Resets the universe. From there, it expands for billions of light years, the way we imagined the Big Bang occurring, until it contracts back to the Big Crunch. The speed and energy of that reduction creates another massive collision, and the universe is reborn. This cycle continues for infinity.
Now, anybody that said they done been to hell and back, I wouldn't want to believe that. I done been to hell and back, and Michael Jackson was already there. Nah. Michael Jackson is right up there chilling with Biggie and Tupac. Nah, I'm just playing. I don't know. I don't know who's there. I'm hoping to find out one day. That's why I try to be a decent person. Cause okay, here's the thing. Okay, and this is a good thing for Christian people. If Christian people are wrong and there's no God and there's no heaven and there's none of this, and in the end they just dead, what do they got to lose? It don't matter. They're just wrong, right? But what if they're right? And you done lived your whole life as a terrible person, and then at the end there is something else, and then somebody goes, okay, well, we can't mess with you, dog, because you too bad. Right? And somebody told you the whole time, just be a decent person, man. Be a good person. And you should notice anyway. Somebody shouldn't have to tell you to be a good person. You should know it in your heart when you're being a bad person or when you're being evil. You know what I'm saying? You should know. So what do they really got to lose? If you're wrong as a Christian, you're just dead. You know? You were wrong. But if you were right, you know, you might have a heads up on some people. Might be a waiting list to get in there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm calling all strings in. When I get there, I'm going to be like, well, look, you know, I know I did this and this, but I also did this and that. And I did this. And I still need to do a bunch of stuff to make up for some of the bad stuff I did earlier in life. So, I got a lot of good deeds to do.
You catch the crazy part? This theory states there's another universe out there. That's not too strange considering we accept the possibility of parallel universes. But if the ekpyrotic scenario is correct, our twin universe is right next to us in another dimension, separated by a distance less than the diameter of an atom. That's close, even for siblings. Number 6. White holes. White holes, unlike their black hole counterparts, have not been studied because they only exist in an extreme.
Oh, trust me. I done studied plenty of white holes.
Extremely hypothetical situation. But if there are black holes, why not white holes too? In fact, there's not even a clear understanding what a white hole could be. Is it the other end of a black hole? Is it a wormhole? Is it something else entirely? Generally, white holes are...
Okay, guys. Right now, we are talking about white holes, not the Bible. We're not in church tonight. This ain't church. Y'all done got me preaching. I felt like I just gave a jimmyjamz sermon. It's a Jim Jones show. It's a Jim Jones show. What? I think I seen a cup of Kool-Aid. I don't know. We're going to change the song. Oh, Lord. If I all trying to get y'all to move to one country with me, start to worry.
Are thought to spit out matter, much like black holes eat matter. For this to happen, the matter that passes through a black hole would have to be protected during the voyage, avoiding the process of merging into singularity. No white holes have ever been detected up to this point, and no black holes have been seen without an event horizon that may show us just how matter passes through. The event horizon is the guarding force around a black hole that prevents us from seeing them. To do that, white holes would have to break a few.
So we can't see a black hole, we can just see the event horizon. Basically what she said.
Laws of physics and reinstitute some ideas that have been discarded, which is kind of asking a lot. Until then, white holes are best left for hypothetical ideas. Number 5. Simulation theory. When Elon Musk isn't outlining plans.
Alright, here's our boy. This dude is time-traveling ass, space alien. What else could I call this guy? Money-spending, lying ass. Dude, here. Oh, my God. The car, man. The car. I can't get over the car. The car, man. I could have believed everything else. You could have told me something crazy and I would have just said okay. But the car, that one was just, you know, there's this saying, like people say, I'm some dumb, I ain't plumb dumb. And I just feel like, you ever people just talk to you like you're stupid? Like, just like, you could tell somebody anything and they just believe it, right? This dude just seems to think that everybody is that way. Like, everybody just fell off the damn turnip truck, right? You heard that one, right? And, like, I don't know. I mean, you ever heard that I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer? But I'm still a damn knife. I'll stab you.
To use his massive rocket to leave a decaying planet Earth and colonize Mars, he sometimes talks about his belief that Earth isn't even real, and we...
Donut holes. Yeah, they're my favorite type. You know, next to black holes, white holes, I prefer probably donut holes. If I had some donut holes right now, Lord. Look, guys, I actually been eating because I went like 3-4 days without eating because I was sick. It felt good to finally get some food in me. I feel like I've been reborn. I felt like I came back from the dead. I think it's zombies, jimmyjamz. I'm going to try to eat one of y'all people next. Whoever looks like they'll grill up nice.
Probably live in a computer simulation. Musk is just one of the people in Silicon Valley to take a keen interest in the simulation hypothesis, which argues that what we experience as reality.
I like that, Boom Boom. That's a good saying. Jimmy, look at my other video. Alright. It's the Tina show. The Tina show. What? I think I seen a zip line. Alright, we got it. Alright, what video are we watching, Tina? Let me pull your video up. Let me see what I got here. Let me see what I can do for you. Let's see. Let's go to the jimmyjamz TV. Alright, Silly Me Too on jimmyjamz TV.
Where you going? Don't walk, go!
You ready? Whoa! You just go now, let go!
Go! Hold your legs up!
You know what? I need to build one of those in my backyard. That'd be serious. I got a bunch of trees. I got some woods behind me. I need to build me a big ass. I didn't even think about that. I need to put me a zip line back there. I wonder how much that metal fucking wire is. That's probably expensive.
Here we go. Who said living in the woods can't be fun? Don't.
Been messed up. It would have wrapped around her neck. She's all dangling in the cord. Oh, that's too. That does look fun, man. I like to do that. Y'all would look like y'all were having a blast. Hey, Tina, you gonna hook me up with your mom? I'm just playing.
You ready? Whoa! You just go now, let go.
Go! Hold your legs up!
I ain't rode no four-wheelers in a while. Last time I rode a four-wheeler, I was up in West Virginia, and I was riding it all through the mountains. It was pretty cool. Dude had a big piece of land. He had this like a quarry where it had like cliffs, and you can jump off of it. It was like cliff diving and stuff. He had his own private quarry. It was super cool, man. Had a good time. I drank a bunch of moonshine with some hillbillies. Hillbillies get down too. I ain't gonna lie. Some of them backwoods people up in the mountains, they party. They have a good time. They make the best of what they got. I give them that. Redneck ingenuity.
Here we go. Who said living in the woods can't be fun? Don't.
I think I would invest in a helmet, though. You fall off that damn, you might kill yourself out there. There ain't no chemtrails in the woods. You look up, all you see is leaves. See, down south, they be having that good air. You can breathe and shit.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Yes, it is Sunday, which means it's time.
Here in Virginia, you can't breathe. It's all diesel fuel and gasoline fumes, carbon dioxide. I ain't had a fresher breath of air in about a year.
Where you going? Don't walk.
All right, where were we at here? Got so many pages open. All right, there we were.
Is actually a giant computer simulation created by a more sophisticated intelligence. If it sounds a lot like The Matrix, that's because it is. One popular argument for the simulation hypothesis outside of acid trips came from Oxford University's Nick Bostrom in 2003.
I know, I'm just kidding about the helmet. I wouldn't wear a helmet. I'd be the first one to fall off. What if it breaks? Who made it? That'd be my first question. Who hung it up there? I'd have to scout the person that did it first. I'd be like, okay. If Catfish did it, then I might go with it. Uncle Jeffro, maybe not.
Although the idea dates back as far as the 17th century philosopher René Descartes. In a paper titled Are You Living in a Simulation?, Bostrom suggested that members of an advanced post-human civilization with vast computing power might choose to run simulations of their ancestors in the universe. This argument is extrapolated from observing current trends in technology, including the rise of virtual reality and efforts to map the human brain. How can the hypothesis be put to the test? Well, neuroscientists and artificial intelligence researchers can check whether it's possible to simulate the human mind. So far, machines have proven to be good at playing chess and Go and putting captions on images, but can a machine achieve consciousness? We don't know yet. Number 4. The universe is just one big hologram. Maybe our universe is just one big holographic picture show projected onto a 2D surface. String theorists believe that everything we perceive as reality could be no more than the vibration of these 2D strings, and the scientists presenting the theory of a holographic universe take that one step further. Our entire existence could be a 3D projection on a 2D plane of information, but we can't perceive that 2D surface because of its scale. Craig Hogan, a physicist in Illinois, is building 2 holometers that could prove or disprove this outlandish theory. The holometers monitor the smallest spaces in our universe to look for the smallest possible unit in the universe, called Planck units, 10 billion times smaller than the width of a proton.
Ooh, that's small. I don't know how small that is, but I'm assuming it's pretty small.
Initially stacked on top of each other, the holometers will scan for Planck noise, and once it's detected, they'll be separated and the experiment will be run again. If the noise isn't correlated between the two machines, that could indicate a limit to space-time's resolution. The physics community is skeptical that Hogan will actually be able to measure anything, but if he did, it would have a huge impact on fundamental physics. The first
Yes, Tina, those videos were great. I really enjoyed that. The first one was really funny. Second one, pretty funny. But the first one was really funny. When she was screaming when you was going down the hill, that was too good.
Proof that space-time is quantized. Number 3. Alchemy. Gold.
Am I living in a simulation? I hope not. I would hope that the creator, if they created the simulation, would have created a better simulation. I would hope. Because it'll be like Atari. This is like Atari when we should have been created by like PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even got good graphics.
Gold isn't just about vanity. It has all manner of uses, from dentistry to electronics to monetary exchange. But long before we knew just what the stuff was truly capable of, the human fascination with gold helped kick off.
I don't got boy parts. I got man parts.
A scientific revolution. You see, we can thank the alchemists and their kooky gold-laden experiments for the ascendancy of chemistry in the 1600s. Medieval alchemists placed so much value in gold that they worked tirelessly to somehow transform base metals such as iron into it. But to do so, they need to first discover the philosopher's stone.
Yeah, I'm gonna go leave you a comment. Go leave you a comment on your video, Tina. It's going to be like, I'm going to say it in my best southern voice. Same thing your mama said.
Substance capable not only of initiating this transformation, but of bestowing man with immortality. Alchemy was about perfection, gold being the perfect element and immortality being pretty sweet as well. And the discipline was serious business. Alchemists wrote in code less than...
Well, we're glad you came in here to give it up.
their successes escape the lab. None ever did, but not because they were coded. In 1601, an alchemist under the patronage of Friedrich I of Württemberg promised the Duke he could extract...
Bro, that just sounded too weird. You just totally weirded me out. If you ask me to see my feet, I'm going to have to time you out.
Gold from silver, which it turns out is impossible. So he faked it, got caught, and was hanged. Even Isaac Newton dabbled in the art, and by dabble I mean he wrote more about it than he did physics, amassing thousands of pages of notes over 3 decades of research. For millennia, alchemy involved decidedly unscientific things like magic and spirituality, but it was the methods alchemists used that grew increasingly sophisticated. In the 17th century, this silly...
Nothing's wrong with feet. I just don't want no dude looking at my feet. No. I mean, a dude can look at my feet as long as he ain't looking at my feet in like a weird, I like your feet kind of way. That's just weird. And I'm used to weird people, but that's just extra weird. Like, oh. Okay, remember earlier tonight I was talking about I had hurt my arm snowboarding, and I got in a fight in Wisconsin, and a dude kicked me in the arm. It was something, I just lost it. I just went blank. I was about to tell y'all something I remembered, but I forgot. That fast.
These superstitious aspects finally began to fall away as chemistry, always a part of alchemy, emerged as a dominant...
Oh, I remember it now. Okay. I ended up getting that fight, and I got a vandalism charge. No, destruction of property. It was a destruction of property charge. Because I wrote on a bathroom wall. And when I went to court in Wisconsin, there was like a bunch of media in the courtroom, and they were there because this dude was like breaking into schools, and he was stealing shoes out of girls' gym lockers, and he was sniffing them. He was like a serial shoe bandit. I can't make this shit up, I swear.
Discipline, which is just as well since now we know exactly why Mentos and Diet Coke don't get along. Number 2. Living inside a black hole. Perhaps everyone has some knowledge about black holes, for instance that they have enormous gravity forces and density which do not even allow the light to escape, but it hardly ever occurs to us that we could be living inside a black hole at this particular moment. But this idea has boggled the mind of the scientist from the University of Indiana, Doctor of Theoretical Physics, Nikodem Poplawski. He argues that, hypothetically,
yeah, Tina, I have forgotten twice tonight. It's my Alzheimer's kicking in.
Our world can already be swallowed by a black hole, leading to a thought that we exist in a new universe. After all, it is still unknown what happens with objects trapped in this gigantic funnel. The calculations performed by the physicist lead to a conclusion that acquisition of matter by a black hole is somewhat similar to the Big Bang and can lead to a completely new reality. Compression of space, on the one hand, may lead to the expansion. On the other hand, it can mean that each black hole can represent a gateway to something still unexplored or unknown. Number 1. Biological SETI. The biological SETI theory is an interesting pairing of 2 profound questions about human life. How did humans come into existence, and are we alone in the universe? After all, life developing to this point is quite miraculous. Conditions had to be just right for present-day humans to exist. Also, the idea that there are other beings living out in space has fascinated people for centuries. However, what if we weren't meant to look to the skies for proof of alien life? What if it was written into our own DNA? That is what Vladimir Sherbak of Al-Farabi Kazakh National University of Kazakhstan and Maxim Makhukov of the Fezenkov Astrophysical Institute are saying. Their theory is that DNA is one of the most durable constructs in the universe. If intelligent life were sending a message, it would be more effective to code it in our DNA rather than send something like radio transmissions. Essentially, they are arguing that if there are cells in the human genome that cannot be explained by Darwinian evolution, that it is possible those cells are a signature or a designer tag. They also point out how amazingly logical the human genome is. They believe that something as straightforward and logical probably came from an advanced being somewhere outside of the solar system. If their theory is correct, then it could possibly answer both questions posed in the opening of this entry. There could be other life in the universe, and they could be the reason we exist. Thanks for watching, and please be sure to share in the comments below what you think about all of these theories. See you next time. Bye!
I know what's messing my memory up. I don't think it's the deodorant.
Science fiction is an amazing genre which never fails to inspire feelings of awe and wonder as we imagine the amazing possibilities of what the future may hold. According to movies, weekend trips to the moon and meetings with extraterrestrials should be a regular occurrence by now. But sadly, sci-fi has sold us a series of space-based dreams which will never become reality. At least not in our lifetime. Or will they? Thanks to the combined efforts of government space agencies, private companies, and brilliant scientific minds, man has overcome its recent apathy towards space, and our lust for the cosmos now shows renewed signs of success. Right now, there are missions planned and in progress, which will shed light on some of the biggest mysteries of our solar system and beyond. So let's take a look at some of the biggest questions and find out when we might get an answer in our special Strange Mysteries investigation into the mysteries of space we might solve in our lifetime.
Tina got her first dislike already. Damn, Tina. Welcome to the club. I got somebody that dislikes. It's always one person that dislikes my video, every video. It could have 25, 50 likes. It'll be one that just don't like it. Somebody out there must hate me or something. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of science they push on you that ain't true. A lot of scientific theory, which means bullshit.
Five. Who will be the first to Mars?
It said dislike before she got a like. It was a good video. It was funny. I liked it. I'll go back and give you a like.
Ever since man took one small step and landed on the moon, we've known our second step would be Mars. But it feels like our trip to the red planet is long overdue. George Bush said we'd be back to the moon by 2012, and that we'd have a Martian outpost in 2020. But he also said his favorite book was The Hungry Hungry Caterpillar, so we really should have known better than to trust him. The idea of visiting Mars has been oversold and overpromised to us on levels no man's sky could only dream of. So what's the deal? When are we going? What will we find? And who will have the honor of stepping foot on that rusty red soil and shouting first in the Martian comments section? NASA's current goal is to get a human mission to Mars by 2030 using the Orion spacecraft. Orion is currently early in its development phase and isn't expected to carry human passengers until 2023 at the earliest. But NASA insiders have claimed staff are being pushed to hit a 2021 goal. With this, followed by an...
Alright, let me read a couple of what y'all wrote real fast. Gotta get me some different light. They need to be higher. I needed some extra light because I need something over there so it ain't shining in my eyes. I don't know. People just, maybe somebody accidentally clicked it. Meant to like it and accidentally disliked it. I think that's what it was.
asteroid capture mission, and a Mars flyby in the years up to the manned surface landing. I'm not sure pushing NASA employees is a good idea, though. Push your staff at Starbucks and you might get a crappy coffee in a badly mopped bathroom stall. Push a bunch of rocket scientists and your mission could have an unpleasant explosive ending. But NASA's not the only one checking out the red planet and saying, "What's up, girl?" In March of this year, the Russians also tested an engine which may prove vital to their own Martian ambitions. And the likes of China, India, and Japan have publicly stated their desire to give it a shot too. NASA's most likely rival, however, is the European Space Agency. But right now Europe
Hello my friends, Jacob is here once again and I am happy that you are with me. And man, you better be sitting down because this show, it's going to, for some people, my words are going to be like honey. Now others, the things that I say, it's going to be like, it's going to turn your stomach. It's going to make your stomach sound, it's going to make your stomach a little bit sour. Because what we're talking about today, not everybody's ready to hear. But you know what? I get so many emails about this stuff. I get so many questions about this stuff.
I got a question.
I think it's time for me to address it. And address it in a way that everybody can understand. This sign, this Revelation 12 sign, it was never about the world literally coming to an end.
Oh.
There's a progression to it. Now I know that there are a lot of preachers out there that are right now multi-million-dollar pastors and prophets and priestesses and whatever, saying that, you know, the end is still coming, that, you know, the next sign is the great dragon. And some people have said that the dragon is planet X, planet 9, Nibiru. I've said for a long time that Nibiru, planet 9, planet X, it exists, and that it is entering as a trans-Neptunian planet. And right now, I gotta tell you, the news that...
What do y'all think, man? Planet X real, or is this a big hocus pocus? Is it hocus pocus, or is it real?
has just come out is fantastic. It went from a couple of years ago, people saying that Planet 9, Planet X, Nibiru doesn't exist, to now they're saying it does exist. But now, even just within the last week, the news is that this planet, this gigantic planet that is in a huge elliptical orbit with our planet, was formed in our solar system. That's the news. That's a bit off topic, but I wanted to point that out because a lot of people are saying that this great red dragon is the planet Nibiru, and that it's going to come and it's going to crush us and it's going to pull all the stars and comets and meteors, and there's going to be a bunch of nonsense blowing up the planet. That's not the great dragon that is spoken of in Scripture. By the end of this video, you're going to find out what that great dragon is. And you're also going to understand that that sign that we literally saw in the sky is 100% a marking post for what's going on in our lives right now, which is why you're watching this right now.
Okay, what sign is... Okay, I'm lost. Hold on, I'm lost. And these headphones are hurting my ears. I'm going to have boxer ears from wearing them damn things. What sign is he talking about in the sky? And you said something about whatever happened that day. Am I missing something? Is there a video of a something that was seen in the sky or something of that nature? You might have to fill me in, Amanda. Red dragon is a ball of fire, star. It's a fallen angel. He brought to show it, I think. All right, he's about to show it, I think. Okay. All right.
Right now, because there's a hunger within you that wasn't there before. Within the last year or so, I can't tell you how many people have come to this channel. So today I'm going to bring you into Revelation 12, and I'm going to bring you into more, and I'm going to bring you into this sign, and I'm going to bring you into the red dragon, and I'm going to open your eyes to what this really is, because it is going down, but not going down the way everybody's saying. So I hope that you're buckled up, people, because the end is actually a beautiful beginning.
Alright, welcome to the Jim Jones Show. I'm giving out free Kool-Aid tonight. We're going over Revelations. Hope you enjoy. I don't drink Kool-Aid though, because I got diabetes. So I won't be in the Kool-Aid line. Alright. September 23rd.
When I was talking about September 23rd from the beginning, I always said that it was like a marking point in the sky. It was something to get us all to question. And that
Uh-oh. I got some competition. I got some competition now. You gotta get your cameras right. Co-host.
From that day forward, it was going to be, to me, as I understood it, and I believe it to be true, a day of great awakening, a day where a new child is formed in our midst, and that new child being a new life.
Do you think he got hidden messages in the backgrounds of his videos? Let's start looking. Right there, I seen it. I seen it. He calls prostitutes. I seen Miss Daisy's number.
That when you start to see that everything that's happening in our life is happening for us and not to us, that's when life truly begins. The book Revelation itself, the word revelation, it's a revealing. The word come in Greek, you know, Jesus Christ. Christ comes again. That word come,
Is this guy a preacher? I could have swore I seen this dude make a Mandela effect video one time.
mentioned how many times in Scripture, erchomai, it means to be manifested. As if I was covered with a blanket and then all of a sudden I appeared. I've done it before. I'm not going to go grab a blanket.
I think the elephant signifies, the hidden meaning behind that elephant is that he uses Viagra. See how strong that horn is on that elephant?
I'm not going to do it.
Hold on, I didn't notice that. Let me go back and look.
Begins. When I was talking about September 23rd from the beginning.
Okay, that clock is at 2:16. It's what it looks like on my screen. What other clocks does he have? It's only one clock. Maybe he just shot the damn video at 2:16. Let's see what time he posted it. Does it tell you? Hold on. Published on October 10th. They don't tell you the time, though.
I always said that it was like a marking point in the sky. It was something to get us all to question. And that from that day forward, it was going to be, to me, as I understood it, and I believe it to be true, a day of great awakening, a day where a new child is formed in our midst, and that new child being a new life. That when you start to see that everything that's happening in our life is happening for us and not to us, that's when life...
Okay, now hold on. Well, now look at what? 2:16. Now look on the name of the book to look into.
Truly begins.
I don't know. A lot of people that in this astrological, you know, these stars and shit, they believe it. I mean, it's. I don't know, man. I don't doubt anything. I'm in a simulation, remember?
The book Revelation itself, the word revelation, it's a revealing. The word come in Greek, you know, Jesus Christ. Christ comes again. That word come, I've mentioned how many times in Scripture? Erchomai. It means to be manifested. As if I was covered with a blanket and then all of a sudden I appeared. I've done it before. I'm not going to go grab a blanket. I'm not going to do it. Now, while a lot of very big name internet preachers and YouTubers
jimmyjamz
are scaring a lot of people, you know, and they're using the events that are taking place in the natural, which I believe are important as well. And they're saying that, you know, it's all about the natural. The irony is everything in Scripture is about the spiritual. It's not about what you can gain in the natural world if you lose your soul. It's about gaining the understanding and the truth of who you are and where you're meant to be and what you're meant to do and who God is in the grand scheme of things, and putting off your childish former ways and embracing a new way, a new truth, a new light, because we've all been programmed and brainwashed to believe that we're something we're not, which is why we all suffer.
Your mom's video got 2 likes, yours got a dislike. Let's see, let me go back over here. Oh, I like your mom's. Alright.
Where you going? Don't walk, go!
You ready?
Whoa!
When we saw this sign in the sky that it was a marking post and that it was the beginning of something. And when I talked about the eclipse and I saw, you know, the darkness kind of cutting the land in two, dividing our country in two. I mean, all of these things are playing out in the natural, but it's explaining what's going on in the spiritual within all of us.
No, I liked it.
The outside world is a projection, if you will, of what we are within. Whatever goes into the man is not what pollutes him, it's what comes out of the man. And see, that's the problem, is we have so many people putting trash out there into the world, and negativity and fear and hate and prejudice and bias. And instead of talking about what's really important, we're talking about players taking the knee and whether they should or should not. All of this, more division, more division, more division. When we should be speaking about unity and coming together.
Oh, who's that sound like? Me. We talking about coming together. Come together. Oh, that was my best Beatles, I think, right there.
And that's what this Revelation 12 sign, I said, and hopefully many others have understood, is about. It's about birthing that new day, a united day, an understanding. When you're going to see, and I've said this, you're going to see a lot of people become more righteous, and you're going to probably start to see the world get a little more carnal. And that's exactly what's spelled out here. But let's start with Revelation 12. Okay, let's go back a little bit, because you can't just start off at Revelation 12 and picture this woman travailing in birth, clothed with the sun with the moon at her feet. There's symbolism to that. That woman is a picture of our soul. Eve was the mother of all living. It's It can be described as man's intellect or man's idea of who they are. Their, I don't want to say ego so much, but their soul, their sense of being. That's the woman. The idea of who we think we are is about to give birth to a child.
Speed his shit up a little bit.
So right before Revelation 12, we have Revelation 11. Now listen to the verse that comes right before the Virgo sign that everyone's talking about. And the temple of God was opened in heaven, and there was seen in his temple the ark of his testament. And there were lightnings and voices and thunderings and an earthquake and great hail. The temple of God was opened in heaven. Now, religion has taught so many people that heaven is outside of you. Jesus said that the kingdom of heaven is within you, it's in your midst. But religion says it's far away. Jesus said, I go to the Father's house to prepare a place for you, that where I am, there you will be also. The Spirit of truth is within us all, that where the truth is, there we are also within us. The Scriptures teach Christ in you is the hope of glory. Religion teaches Christ outside of you, coming soon to a theater near you, putting your salvation outside of you, down the road, far from you. And what do we say from? Religion will teach you that you live your life and at the end you're rewarded. Now that's fine, that's wonderful. Or correct it, fine, wonderful, I don't disagree with that. But Jesus said that salvation is a now event. Now, not in the future. Martha had said, I know that Lazarus will rise on the last day, which is what Christians have been told by religion. That in the last day that judgment will begin. In the last day there will be a return. In the last said, what are you talking about? I'm the resurrection. I'm the way. I'm the truth. I'm the life. And how does Christ come? Again, the Scriptures teach within. Christ in you. That's why Paul said it's no longer I that live, but Christ that lives. We're all cut from the same cloth. Now, I know a lot of people are going to hear that, and they're going to say, no, that's not. Said, I am the firstborn among many brethren. Many people that follow me are my siblings. I'm the firstborn among the dead. In other words, Scripture says to be carnally minded is death. I'm the firstborn. I'm the first one to wake up from death. It's about an awakening. It's about the truth being heralded on high within us. The temple of God being opened, which is within you. Know you not that you are the temple of God. So this temple that's open, it's taking place within us.
At some point.
The temple of God was opened in heaven. It was opened all of a sudden. Now, last week I did a video on the pineal gland, which some say is pineal. Forgive me if I say it wrong. It's pronounced both ways. I don't know. But the point is, I did this video. I'm not saying to put your faith in it, but to express the beauty of the fact that the truth is there in the natural, explaining the spiritual. People say, oh, I'm into the occult, and they leave. But not because I'm into the occult, because I'm not. Not because I'm saying things that are untrue, because they are not. It's because we've all been brainwashed by a lie. When we came into this world, you know, we died to the truth. And we took upon ourselves the lie. We believed the lie. We believed what we were told, and we died. We became ignorant. To be carnally minded is death.
He's like messed out now.
Up. They're understanding that I can love my life. I can have the best relationship. I can do anything. In my mouth is the power of life and death. With faith, all things are possible. They're understanding that they're not just simply mortal beings. You're not your situation. You're not your circumstance. You are, in fact, the one that has the power to come to the knowledge of the truth and to create. But let's go back a little bit further. Let's go to Revelation 10. Let's see what we're talking about here. But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished, as he declared to the servants, his prophets. The mystery of God should be finished. This is all about the truth of God being revealed. In Ephesians 3:9 it says that we want to give you the fellowship of this mystery. We want you to understand the truth of who you are. And once the truth of God is finished, once the mystery is revealed, Jesus says, unto you is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of God. Once the truth is understood, guess what? Then it's proclaimed. That's what an angel is, by the way. It's not, you've been told by religion, an angel, some winged creature. That word angel, evangelos, it just means a messenger, a man or a woman speaking the truth. So let's move on, Revelation 10. So John is speaking to this messenger, and he's understanding. He had this revelation of Jesus Christ. He had a revelation of the truth, and this is how it unfolded. And the voice which I heard from heaven spoke to me again and said, go and take the little book, which is open in the hand of the angel, which stands on sea in the earth. And I went to the angel and I said, give me the little book. And he said, take it and eat it up, and it shall make your belly bitter, but it shall taste in your mouth as sweet as honey. And I took the book from the angel's hand, and I ate it up, and my mouth was sweet as honey, and as soon as I ate it, my belly became sour. And he said, the angel then said to me, you must now prophesy again before many peoples, nations, and tongues. That word book, the little book in Greek, it was, the word is biblion, which is a lot like the Bible, very similar. I'm not saying that the little book is the Bible, but it's interesting that it's called the Bible, considering the little book that was given to John, that was the truth, that made his belly sour, but was in his mouth like honey. Biblion is very similar to Bible. And that word actually means, one of its definitions is bill of divorcement. which I think is fascinating because it's basically like you're casting off a lie that you believed your whole life. And when you eat that truth, what happens is you get turned off to the things that are carnal. You get turned off to the, you get upset every time that you fall out of peace. You get ashamed anytime that you do something that is based out of that reptilian brain, that lowest form of thinking, the brainstem. Belly in Scripture, stomach in Scripture, the serpent goes about on its belly and it eats dust. Remember, man was formed in the dust. What is the dust? I've talked about this in other videos. Lies, imagination, idolatry. It's dead flesh. There's no truth in it. So the liar goes about on its belly eating lies, consuming lies. When you don't know the truth, you exist in the lowest form of thinking. But when the temple of God is opened up within you, guess what happens? Messengers come and they hand you the little book and they say, take it. And if you eat it, you start to understand that your words are as honey as well. Honey in Scripture, by the way, wisdom, understanding. It's the truth. Your words
this guy needs a brand.
The wisdom. Your words become as fire, like the witnesses of God before them. You know, they would speak fire would come out of their mouths. The apostles, when they were in the upper room, there was fire would come out of their mouths. They're cloven tongues of fire. It's all about a purification. The truth destroys the lie. Jesus, who was the way, the truth, and the life, went to...
I can get you his number, Rob, and y'all can get like a bro thing going on. Y'all can hang out for like, you know, bowling nights. Y'all can go throw darts and shit.
Person who was possessed by demons. Demons are messengers of the devil. The devil is the father of all lies. A messenger of the father of all lies would be a liar, and those that would be possessed by demons would be possessed by lies. So when the truth, Jesus, came over and shared the truth, he would cast out the lie, which is what I hope is being done today, especially since the sign has opened up to us all, and that baby is now born. But does that mean that's the end of the story? No. After that baby is born, right, what happens? That serpent comes after it, that dragon comes out seeking, that it wants to devour it, which is exactly what's happening spiritually in every one of us. And I think it's fantastic that right below that Virgo is Ophiuchus, which I talked about, the 13th astrological sign that we didn't even know about until a couple of years ago because, you know, all of a sudden, and what is Ophiuchus? It is it's the serpent bearer, it's the man wrestling with the serpent, with the dragon. Ironically, right below Jupiter, who just came out. Now, does that mean that that's the dragon? No! Is the dragon planet Nibiru? No! Dragon. According to the scriptures. This is what blows my mind, is people will talk about how that dragon, that they were inspired by God to tell everybody that the dragon is Nibiru, but yet the scriptures say what the dragon is. It's Satan, it's the adversary, it's that great serpent of old.
Oh, he said it's Satan. Ooh, we slow it back down here. He got to something good. Normal.
So now where's heaven again? What does Scripture say? The kingdom of heaven is within you. So there appeared a great wonder in heaven. There appeared a great wonder within you.
Yes, I've seen a bunch of little kid drummers on YouTube.
With the sun, right? Clothed with it. You know, basically, you're radiating it. How many people come to the knowledge of the truth and they just shine? There's something about them. They're just shining. And they're no longer struggling with those things that are beneath them. They're no longer struggling with the false light, the lies of the world. And they're excited because they feel something inside of them. They feel like, you know, something's about to change. And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven. And behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon its heads. And his tail drew a third part of the stars of heaven and did cast them to the earth. Stars in Scripture are not literal stars.
Yeah, I've seen some bad kids on the drums, man. People and their kids playing music.
The tail of this great dragon. And who was the dragon against Satan? Well, the tail, the lies of the false prophet. So in other words, a third of the earth is going to fall for the nonsense, garbage of the liar. That great dragon is going to try to devour that child. It's the same thing that's happening within each of us. That liar, that the father of all lies, you know, if you want to call it the devil, if you want to call it Satan, which means avatar, if you want to just call it the carnal, egotistical mind, the enemy, the adversary, If you want to call it that, that's great, fine. But there is within us a battle going on. That battle in heaven, when they're talking about Michael, which means who is like God, and Satan, which is the ruler of this world, the liar. There's a battle going on, and it's happening within us. That's what this is all about. And that's why I was excited to see the sign in heaven, because if it's literally manifesting in the world, then it means it's going to be happening right now spiritually within us. Because whatever is bound in heaven is bound in earth. Whatever is loosed in heaven is loosed in earth. It's all connected. These are the keys of the kingdom. Your words have power. That's why we can turn this whole thing around if we just wake up.
Alright guys, I'm probably going to be up here with y'all about 6 more minutes. I'm going to jump off at 2. I'm out of cigarettes and wraps, and you know, that ain't a good sign.
This war is taking place in heaven, right? That dragon is trying to eat up this new life, you know? All these hard times come, and all these thoughts that come into our head, and they try desperately to keep us away from the truth. They try to keep us thinking, you know, that Jacob guy, man, he's full of baloney. Don't listen to him. Go the other way.
Yeah, I always want a good laugh.
What's the next line? Okay? What's the next line? Is it talking about some planet blowing up the world? No! What happens? In verse 10, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come, erkame, is revealed, salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ. For the accuser of the brethren is cast down, which accused them before God day and night. That moment is upon us.
What's up, fuckers? It's old Hillbilly J here. I'm about to do a remake of that one song, Body Like a Back Road, by that one gay dude, and I don't know his name. But my song's going to be called Body Like a Crack Hoe. I came up with it at work. I thought it was pretty funny, so I'm going to share this shit with y'all. Don't mind my voice. I cannot sing to save my fucking life. But, fuck it. Let's see if I can get a couple chuckles out of you fuckers. Met a girl from Price Hill, cornrows in her hair. She had a big old fat butt, man, I couldn't help but stare. I asked her for her number, gave it to me right away. She said, I'll let you fuck right now as long as you pay. She had the body of a crack hoe. I fucked her in her ass, bro, cause her pussy smelled like a skunk that's been dead on the road. She tried to charge me 80. I'm like, bitch, you're crazy. You're ugly as hell. 10's the most that I'll go. She took off them blue jeans. Legs looked real rough. Had thighs like cottage cheese. I almost threw up. And then she took her shirt off. And that's when she went too far. Because she had 2 saggy boobs and a C-section scar. Body like a crack hoe. Fucked her in her ass though, cause her pussy smelled like a skunk that's been dead on the road. She tried to charge me 80. I'm like, girl, you're crazy. You're ugly as hell. 10's the most that I'll go. Pretty funny. Here we go. Hey. Down here on Glenway, dope fiends and the tricks. If you got a $20 bill, they'll let you hit. Just make sure you wear a rubber. Hell, I'd wear 6. Because if you smash raw dog, she gon' burn your dick with the body like a crack hoe. Fucked her and her ass broke, cause her pussy smelled like a skunk that's been dead on the road. She tried to charge me 80. I'm like, bitch, you're crazy. You're ugly as hell, 10's the most that I'll go. You're ugly as hell, 10's the most that I'll go. That's it though, man. I came up with this shit at work. I thought it was pretty funny. Tell me what y'all think, man. Don't mind my singing. Holler at y'all later.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. That dude did not look like my twin. I got more teeth. How dare you? So yeah, some good ones on there.
What's up, motherfuckers? It's fucking J-Man. And I'm sitting in the car waiting on my pizza. And I figured, what the hell? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make me a parody. I was listening to Fishing in the Dark, so we're gonna do Fishing in the Dark, but my version's gonna be Fucking in the Dark.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's right.
I met a little girl from down in Indiana with a big fat butt. I could tell by the way she was flirting with me that she wanted to fuck. Baby, get ready. We're gonna take a little ride when the moon comes up down Lawrenceburg Road. I'm gonna take you to a little fuck spot where nobody knows. Baby, get ready. Ooh, ooh, woo! You and me going fucking in the dark, bumping our uglies while the truck is in park, just thrusting slow. Yeah. Down on the river where the catfish swim, I licked on your pussy and I stuck my pecker in for an hour or so. Laid there in the sand and screwed. It felt so good to have sex with you. Well, the night is almost over and the morning's coming. It's time to take you home. But when we hopped in the truck, you grabbed me by the nuts and started sucking my schlong. Lick on it steady. Now it don't matter if you suck it for an hour or a minute or two. Hell, I'm happy just as long my wiener's somewhere inside of you. Baby, get ready for round two. Woo! You and me.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up. I gotta go to the store. So, it was good seeing everybody tonight. I'm glad everybody dropped in to hang out with me. All that good stuff. Like I said, I gotta hit the store. Yeah, but his music's pretty funny. I see. YouTube they don't let me do nothing up here, but they let other people say all kind of crazy stuff. Let's see. Let me shut that. All right, guys.
Check. Hey, yo. Mandela effect. I think I seen a UFO. What? It's the Jimmy Jam Show. Mandela effect. I think I seen a UFO. It's the Jimmy Jam Show. It's the Jimmy Jam Show. It's the Jimmy Jam Show. Conspiracy. It's the Jimmy Jam Show. It's the Jimmy Jam Show. It's the Jimmy Jam Show. What? I think I seen a UFO.
Alright, guys. Like I said, I'm out of cigarettes and out of raps. That means I'm out of time. I'll see y'all later. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you Kung Fu chop that subscribe button.